Thanks for joining us, and I'm David Balzen on behalf of CXOinformer.com. My guest today is Bobby Ochse, Executive Vice President at Corporate Care. Bobby is a subject matter expert in organizational management, global and large alliance partnering, new business transitions, and organizational culture, and will be sharing some insights into the corporate maintenance and restoration industry with us today. What's trending in that industry, changing, evolving in that space, and more. Bobby, thanks for taking some time to speak with me today. Would you mind starting us off with more about who you are and your background?
Yeah, thanks, David. How are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Yeah, I've been in the industry a bit over 20 years, aging myself a bit, but in the technology, pharmaceutical, and food manufacturing side of facilities. And now I'm in the corporate restoration, and it's been about 6 months, and I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome. How did you actually get into this industry?
You know, it's funny, loading trucks for a large food manufacturing organization, and just one day speaking to somebody about how, I don't think loading trucks was something that I wanted to end my career with, 20, 25 years from now. And a mentor of mine led me the facilities path, and through lean manufacturing and world-class manufacturing, really led me into the pharmaceutical world, that led me into the banking, financial facilities world, to technology, then oil and gas.
Got it. Well, when you think about this industry, what one thing or issue is most misunderstood about the industry, or maybe even your business or service?
Yeah, it's just, the amount of fires that people at all levels and facilities are putting out, it just makes it very difficult to sit back and find innovations. Right now, the big things are, obviously besides this pandemic, are sustainability, cost savings. They're always looking at that. And for me, it's always been, you're so busy dealing with the client and dealing with the fires that you're putting out every day, that the average facility, director, manager at all levels, VP, you don't have the time to find these things that maybe some of the vendors that you're dealing with have on hand. And you don't even think to ask because you're so busy in the middle of the fire. And being able to step out, I'm able to see, a lot of our vendors that you're using in your current business, they have the answers you're looking for. You just need to reach out.
Right. Has the disruption of COVID-19 forever changed in any way your business, product, service, or maybe even your business model? Has it made a forever change, to one of those things?
I think now you're seeing, speaking primarily in janitorial and housekeeping, you're seeing where you need to quantify health versus quantifying it visually. Is it clean? Now it's quantifying it through, I need to see facts, and how do I know that this area is clean and ready for occupancy with my clients?
Mm-hmm. What is trending right now in your industry, or maybe what's changing in the industry?
For us, speaking purely in the industry I'm in now, it's been helping find coatings that are going to last a long time on maybe floors, walls, fabrics, finishes. That's going to make it easier for the housekeeping teams, the janitorial teams, to keep their facilities cleaner without adding a bunch of labor to it. And that's the thing during COVID that you saw is, we want to have a lot of people out in the buildings cleaning, so everyone knows that this facility is safe. Well, just because you have bodies doesn't mean that it's going to be safe. You want to know, not just visually, but quantifying it through the numbers, through the data, that your facility is safe.
Well, with your background in organizational management and culture, even,
yeah,
I was just interested in hearing your take on like if your company has ever like been life-changing in any way to you, or maybe what you've heard, how it might have been life-changing to maybe employees or customers. It's kind of kind of a personal level question, but oftentimes in business, things can happen that are life-changing, life-affecting. And I was just curious if you've seen that.
No, it's more about coming down to managing people and managing a family. I've always had that that managerial style that was, if you take care of your people, they're going to take care of you. If you're always looking out the best interest, and I know it sounds cliche, but if you're worried that they're being able to support their family and comfortably, right, through it be salary, through it be the hours they're working, through whatever it is, they're going to look after you and they're going to look after your clients. And so it's more, for me, it's always been a personal touch, that if I take care of the people that are doing the small things for us, and I let them know that we care for them and they're somebody that we want in the business and we're going to help them grow for many years to come, our retention levels are amazing. And that's never going to end, because, we're always looking out for the best interest of our employee.
Well, lastly, I don't want to wrap up our discussion today, Bobby, without first at least giving you a few minutes to tell us about corporate care. So, stage is yours.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. I've been with corporate care now for 8 months, but ironically, we've worked with them for over 20. The company is a privately owned, great family. For the last 40 years. And the one thing that I really liked about them many years ago when I was a facility manager was, they take problems away. So for me at the time, it was the company that I worked for had some new tile, and the grout was always dirty in front of the teller line. And it was a headache, and it was every branch. And when you have 300 branches, it's really a problem. They came in and were able to do something we don't know that made the teller lines look amazing and stay amazing, and made it easier for the housekeepers to manage every night. And then as years went on, I worked with them at Google. I've worked with them at some of the oil and gas companies, and they've just done wonderful things. And one day, a friend of mine called and said, "Would you ever be interested in coming to work for us?" And I was in transition anyways. And I said, you know what? I hadn't, but now that you mentioned it, I honestly, I'd love I'd love to hear more about it. So the relationship had started many years ago. So it was pretty easy transition for me. And what I've learned since I've been here is, just the innovation side, the sustainability side, the training side, the attention to detail that the technicians have that go out to all the sites to do, flooring, fabrics, finishes, metal, stone, a clean measures program that quantifies a clean building, not just by the look, but by the numbers, by the health. It's been really changed. I don't want to say life changing, but in a professional sense, it really has been, because I see that there's so much more out there that, again, like I stated earlier, you just don't have time as a vice president to look at every day and see what other people are doing even at the smallest levels. So for me, this company's been really great. I feel like we're doing some big things and growing really rapidly, and we're able to pivot and help our clients out at a moment's notice.
Well, that's a great story. And also, Bobby, I want to thank you for your time today. I hope we can have you back again soon. And to our followers, thanks for viewing our interview today with Bobby Ochse, Executive Vice President at Corporate Care. Be sure to connect with Bobby on LinkedIn or at corporatecare.com. I'm David Balzen on behalf of CXOinformer.com. Have a great day.